Hello and welcome. We are live, possibly a few seconds early. Just been setting up. Everything seems to be ready to go. And the show itself will start right on time at 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK. If you're watching live now, I'm about to connect the chat. Okay, so the chat is connected. I'm going to say hello, and you should do it. Possibly a few seconds early. Just setting up. Everything seems to be ready to go. And the show itself will start right on time. 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. UK. If you want to go now, I'm going to connect the chat. Okay, so the chat is connected. I'm going to say hello. Right. Okay, I'm going to turn that down. Just a second. Okay, now just the quick hint for the day. Whenever I go live, I always have the mobile phone switched on. Okay, and it's listening to me to make sure I've got the microphone working and the sound working. So it's on 4G, and that means that I now know that not only can you see me, you can hear me as well, and that is important. Okay, today's topic, shall we go full screen with it? Okay, today's topic is 2025 trends you can't ignore. We are still 27 days away, but it's time to start thinking about 2025. I mean, we've got plenty to do and celebrate before then. We've got Christmas and everything that goes with that. But brands are all around us. If I go over here, and go here, I go to my desktop, and I'll take that full screen for the moment. Okay, brands are all around us. You've got a Samsung phone, okay? You've got an Elgato microphone. You have a TreadLab speaker, and that was sent to me by a brand Amazon. You've got the TP-Link Deco. You've got the Logitech Blue Yeti down there, and you've got an Numberspot Tiny camera, which is sitting there. So brands are all around us. Oh, this one here, this is the Nexigo, who in 2024 made inroads into the webcam market. So we're surrounded by brands, and brands are part of our everyday life. As I say, welcome everyone, and let's get the show on the road. So let's come back to me. Okay, that's my demonstration area. Coming back to me. Okay, brands are all around us. Now I've got something that I'm going to read out, and I'm warning you that this will either work or won't work. Okay, in 2025, customer loyalty will hinge on a brand's ability to deliver personalized, meaningful experiences that resonate emotionally while leveraging cutting-edge technology. By fostering trust, community, and value, brands can transform one-time customers into lifelong advocates. Now, I haven't memorized that. I'm very fortunate to be able to use my teleprompter in my OneStream Live studio, and OneStream Live are a brand. And this is a brand show because I am here on behalf of OneStream Live to actually discuss today's topic. Okay, now I can hide my teleprompter because I no longer need it. Okay, it's the only bit of the show that will be scripted. Everything else is decidedly not scripted. If you're watching live, say hello. If you're watching the replay, and I've got a question coming in, so let's take the question. Can you put right, just a minute, glasses on, let's read this. Rosa, well, Orsa, thank you. Can you put music Ampaisten Soa as music? Providing you've got a license to play. I mean, the thing about music, we associate certain tunes with certain brands, so music is important. But in terms of broadcasting on YouTube, you need to have the right to play the music. So, for instance, I could technically connect Spotify to today's broadcast, and you could hear music. The only thing is that the broadcast wouldn't last long before the copyright claims came in and we were taken off air. So in terms of branding, use music you have the rights to. That way you won't go wrong, and you can play it, and you can play any kind of music. I'm not quite sure what Apassensoir is, but if you could enlighten me as to which country you're in and the music itself, and have you licensed it? Okay. And hello. Okay, and that's hello from OnStream Live. Okay, so the trends that we're looking at in 2025, I'm going to add them to the stream, then we can actually talk about them. Okay, as you know, I prepared for this broadcast, and if I go picture in picture, we should have in a second, not me, this. Just let me drag this over here. So I'm now in the corner with a picture of me behind, and my screen is normal. Okay, 5 brand loyalty trends in 2025. In particular order: gamification and instant rewards, sustainability and social responsibility, integrated and seamless omni-channel experiences, experiential loyalty, emotional connection, and that's one. They're all important, and the focus on data privacy and trust. And the brands that I'm going to be featuring in today's show are Apple, Parkrun, and if you're in the UK or in Australia, you'll know what Parkrun is. Garmin, because I've got a Garmin coming for Christmas. Amazon, because I broadcast on Amazon Live, who make great use of customer loyalty. And then OneStream Live, which is the system I'm broadcasting on today. And earlier you saw, well, you didn't see, I was using a teleprompter. That's part of the latest version of OneStream Live, which is OneStream Live Enterprise, which brings us neatly on to live broadcasting, because I misread this, and trends in live broadcasting to watch. And this is to keep customers loyal. There's going to be a rise in AI and machine learning. It's going to become an immersive experience. It's going to be democratized because user-generated content, UGC, is going to grow and grow in 2025. And the growing importance of user-generated content, and then technical innovation. And that's why, I mean, that's basically coming down to it. That's why I work with OneStream Live. Basically, they are continually innovating. Every month this year, OneStream Live have introduced something new, technological innovation. So if you're with a provider who's not innovating and you want to know where the latest technology is being used, the answer is OneStream Live. So let's take each of those in turn and see if we can put some more meat onto them and make them more understandable from our point of view. Now, if I go back to the brands again, you might ask, why do I use these? Well, this is because the brands delivered. The brands delivered. This is a Samsung Galaxy Ultra, and this is my favorite smartphone ever. And Samsung, in their Galaxy range, have delivered. These are my favorite headphones, and these are, just come back to me for a minute. These are Aftershocks by Aeropex. I wear them every single day when I go out running, jogging, and jeffing, and they are over-the-ear headphones. So I can still hear everything that's going on around me. I can hear the traffic behind me. I can speak to the person next to me. They're waterproof. They are, well, these are the ideal headphones for being outside, out in the great outdoors, because they're waterproof. And the sound, there is no leakage at all on the sound. People cannot hear what you're listening to. Going back to the desktop again, because these brands feed our everyday lives. The Nexigo camera is a conference camera, and it's got twin built-in microphones. The treble 877 is the speaker we take when we're going out, and the microphone you're listening to at the moment is the Elgato Wave 3. Okay, I just want to mention, I know it's strange, but these, how do brands increasingly get loyalty for their products? Okay, now I went for an eye test recently. I can see clearly, but reading is a problem occasionally. So I've been using off the shelf reading glasses to actually read. But I went for an eye test, and they said, "Have you ever thought about having prescription reading glasses?" Okay, and I thought, how much are they? And they said, well, for £50, you can have a pair of reading glasses. So I thought, okay, and I tried on the prescription one that they had, and I could read clearly. I could read right to the bottom of the page in the smallest of small fonts. I could read it wearing glasses. So I ordered a pair, and this is from Boots in the UK, Boots Opticians, and they were delivered on time. And that's the thing that the brands have got to do. They've got to have reliable delivery and deliver on time. They said you can collect them on Thursday, and they were ready. So I went in on Thursday, collected them. I've literally, I apologize for this, I've not looked back. I mean, they are, first of all, they are quality and they work. That's what we want for all brands. We want quality, we want things that work, and things that work well and exceed our expectations. Whether we're watching something, listening to something, especially watching. Okay, I mean, I love Kindle. I mean, I like paperback books, but Kindle, I read breakfast and lunch. I read on Kindle. Angelica does the same, and it's the way I get through so many books. I get through 2-3 books a month on the Kindle, but I need to be able to read the small print. So Boots supplied these glasses, and this is where the customer service comes in, because they then sent me a letter no less. We don't get many of those in the UK now. We normally get an email, but they sent me a letter and said, right, okay, you bought those glasses for £50. You can have a second pair for £55. And I thought, well, why not? Because that halves the cost and identical to these. So I said, right, I'll come in for an appointment. And I went, and they said, right, okay, fine, we'll get you another pair of these. But you just bought a pair of reading glasses, £25. We've got buy one free at the moment. So they said, what we can do is, rather than just ordering one pair of glasses for the same price, for £25, you can get 2 pairs of glasses. Now, not only that is good service, which we're going to expect in 2025, but it means that I'm talking about it now. What brands want people to do is appreciate the value and tell other people about it, which is why I'm telling you right now that in the UK, Boots Opticians deliver. They have a very professional service. Their eye tests are free. And then the glasses, the reading glasses, are a very reasonable price. Brands want us to actually promote, and they do that by getting us as advocates. I'm an advocate for Boots now. Yeah, I'm also an advocate for Elgato microphones, Nexigo cameras, Samsung mobile phones, Echo Dots. We've got 4 of those dotted about the house, and TP-Link Echo Wi-Fi, which is the best that I found. My friend Peter Stewart agrees with me. And then the Blue Yeti microphone. Everything I've got is a brand. Okay, and not forget the headphones. So we're surrounded by brands and we buy brands. And the thing is that we are, let's go here and go here, back to me. We rely on brands and we become loyal to brands. And what brands are after is our loyalty. Brands want us to enjoy using the product and to tell other people about it. And that in 2025, that's going to continue. If a brand gives you a quality product at a good price and great service, you're going to tell everybody. That's what they're aiming for. They're aiming for you to become an advocate, just like I am. Okay, because I get to do this as part of my job, is to actually broadcast on Amazon Live and talk about products I love. So I'm the advocate's advocate, and I want to say hello to my friends on Amazon Live, because they're doing an amazing job and they've become good friends over the years. So where were we? This is likely to be one of those broadcasts where I've got an agenda, but I might not stick to it. So beware. Okay, so let's put this and take myself off solo and go down and just sit in the bottom right hand corner. Now, gamification, instant and rewards. Okay, now we're not just talking about a situation where we're online. We're talking about the real world. We're talking about experiences. And we have a supermarket local to us in the UK, which is called Morrison's. I dare say you've got a supermarket is local to you, but have you asked yourself why you shop there? Why do you shop at the same supermarket every week? We've got 6 or 7 different major supermarkets you could shop at. We could shop at Tesco's, shop at Asda, we could shop at Sainsbury's. Yeah, but we keep going back to Morrison's, and we go back to Morrison's because they have gamification and instant rewards. In the run up to Christmas, if you spent £50 a week, then you got effectively a token. Collect 4 tokens and you get £50 off your next shop. Gamification, build loyalty, because you've got the loyalty card. I mean, if I go to my wallet, I've got loyalty cards in there which encourage me to use the same service, but only because I'm getting value for money. So what brands have got to do in 2025 is give value for money. If we go for our weekly shop, we know roughly how much we're going to pay, but we do get surprises when we get bonuses. One of the best companies at giving bonuses, and this is a true story, by the way, one of the best companies at giving bonuses in the UK is a German company called Lidl. We have a Lidl store which is out of town, and basically so you drive out to go to the store, but once you're in the store, then you're getting very keen prices, because Lidl are known for low prices, also known for quality, also known for having British produce on the shelves. And the thing is that you've got a loyalty card, and when you present the loyalty card at the checkout, computer says, these are your discounts for this week, got extra savings. I'm going to give you more coupons for next week. So you get coupons. And the coupons mean that when you go through the coupons on your phone, you say, right, we're going to Lidl this week. We're going to buy those 8 items because they're on discount. Simple but effective loyalty. And it's basically rewarding you for being a customer. And that's going to happen in 2025. You're going to be rewarded for being a consistent customer of a brand. And Lidl's, true story, at Lidl's, we go and do this weekly shop, Angelica and I, and then we come out the store, we put everything into the boot of the car, and then Angelica goes on a mobile phone, and straight away, she has got a coupon for a free item. Now, the free item is something that we're going to buy because Lidl's know what we buy. Okay, Lidl's know everything we buy at Lidl's, when we buy it, and how many we buy, and how much we paid. But they can afford to give a free gift. Now, that free gift might be bread, it might be cake. What Angelica can do once we finish the first shop is go in again and claim the free gift. And that works. Yeah. And if we can't do it there and then, if we've got somewhere to go, then Angelica will go in. So what they're actually doing is bringing you back into the store. Just after you've left, they want you back. They want you back in the store. They want you to, as well as getting the free item, you may, though you don't have to, you may buy something. That's how it works. That's how brand loyalty works at its best, because you're saving money. You're being given rewards. And I expect to see more of that in 2025. So, sustainability and social responsibility. In terms of that, let's go with Lidl's again. Lidl's, in terms of sustainability, actually buy British. They buy British farm produce, and it's British farm produce that's on their shelves. So despite being a German company and selling German manufactured items, the fresh items are coming from the UK. And they're supporting local farmers and helping them to sustain our environment. They are environmentally conscious. And we know that. We know that if we buy from Lidl's, then we're buying from a responsible source and somebody who has it in their heart to actually look after our surrounds. And let's go down here again. Okay, so I'm going down here, pictures up there. So sustainability, social responsibility, the firms we deal with tend to be green, for want of a better word. Green. They are green. And they look after the planet, look after the environment, and we appreciate that, and we shop there. If we found a shop that wasn't environmentally friendly, then we're less likely to go and buy there. We have all become environmentally conscious of our surroundings, of everything that surrounds us. The natural world is something that we want to preserve. The brands that we use to actually preserve as well. Now, I'm going to come on to before I move on. One of the brands I do want to mention is Apple. Apple and Steve Jobs have changed the marketing world, changed the brand world forever. I remember when the Apple iPhone came out and the tumultuous, well, it's so many people wanting to buy, and that's because it's Apple, who are known to be an innovative, reliable brand. Price doesn't matter as much because you're getting quality. And in the early iPhones, there were things that other phones just couldn't do because Apple had been playing this for a long time and they got a lead in the mobile phone world. And they used to hold a once-a-year event at which the new products would be announced. I can see this continuing in 2025. And we all tuned in. I mean, it was live on the internet. And we could watch and we could take part. If we couldn't be there in person in the States, we could be here in the UK live as new items were announced. And all the electronic media in the UK, the magazines, actually followed it and predicted. First of all, they predicted what was going to be there. Then they reported on what was there. And then they reported on usage tests. And Apple were masters of cinema advertising in those days, of social media advertising, in building up an expectation in us that we wanted a phone, we wanted an iPhone. Now, over the years, of course, I mean, at the same time, Samsung did the same with the Samsung Galaxy range. Samsung had, and probably still have, an annual show which everybody went to watch. If you weren't iPhone, you were Android. If you're Android, you were something people went to watch in their millions and buy Samsung phones. And that's, I mean, starting in the 2000s, Samsung just grew and grew. And they're just a major player in everything they do now, which is why over here you will see a Samsung phone. Because I'm taking in, it's the quality, it's the facilities within the Samsung Galaxy Ultra, it's the camera, it's the microphone, it's the ability, it's fast. It is exceedingly fast. And as you can see, it plays video. So basically, Samsung and Apple actually change the way that we perceive marketing, and we want to own the products that they're selling. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to talk about is on there, but I'm digressing, and I know I am. I don't have any problem with that. basically the next thing is that whichever way we turn, whether we look at the television, whether we're surfing the internet, whether we're on Facebook, whether on YouTube, advertisements are coming at us all the time. Brands use social media effectively, and they appear on all the major networks. They appear on Instagram, they appear on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and they don't appear on Threads or Blue Sky yet, but that will happen one day, possibly. Oh, by the way, Threads and Blue Sky, great brands. Threads, of course, owned by Facebook, by Meta, and Blue Sky is sort of independent at the moment. I'll have to check that afterwards to make sure. Don't quote me on that. But in terms of social networks, the brands are actually present everywhere. They're present not just on Facebook, but on X, on Threads. They are everywhere. It's not just a single channel. They're on broadcasting everywhere. They're broadcasting on terrestrial, on the internet, on, well, everywhere they can. It's not just a one-channel approach. And this is a lesson that we can learn. Okay. Before I started this broadcast today, I promoted it. And I promoted it on Threads. I promoted it on Blue Sky. I promoted it on Facebook. I promoted it on X. Everywhere. I promoted this broadcast everywhere. Now, people might not watch directly live, but we know that majority of views come on the replay. So people will be watching this video on the replay later. And this is my celebration of brands. Brands are such a big part of our lives, and we rely on them to be everywhere. Yeah, there's nothing feels better than to watch somebody doing good review of something you bought. Yeah, you get that warm feeling inside when you've been proved right because you chose that particular option. Okay, and if anybody chooses OneStream Live, then I know they've chosen the correct option. Okay, so if I go picture in picture again, or let's go like this. Okay, and I'm moving up to the side. You can still see me. I'm still here. So integrated and seamless omnichannel experiences are going to be part of 2025. They are going to be broadcasting everywhere. We watch everywhere, and we say hello to my good friend Drew. And hey, hello tech community. Glad I made it. Glad you made it too, Domino. Thank you for joining. And that's the Drew. If you can catch this show, please do. If you want to drop a link in, the Drew, please do. Okay, so they're going to be live everywhere, just as the Drew and I are live on LinkedIn, which I've not mentioned yet. LinkedIn is a great place to broadcast if you're broadcasting for business purposes and you want to reach business people. I mean, but the brands actually market all across the network. The online Domino community and Domino Entertainment hybrid events are definitely in the building. Brilliant. Excellent. Okay, so if you want to learn and enjoy learning, then find Domino. And first big thing you can do is to click Domino's name on the YouTube channel you're watching now, go over to his channel, subscribe to his channel, watch the videos. Okay. And that's the other thing that's going to be big in 2025. I haven't put it on the list. I'm just going to talk about it now. We have our part to play in brands being successful by being advocates. If you discover something that is just the best and you want to tell the world about it, just a second. The set was moving. That was my fault. If you want to tell the world about it, do. Yeah, because I know as a matter of fact that people see you doing it. Okay, my partner Angelica, I take part every Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, in a local park, we do a 5K, which is called Park Run. And Park Run is, well, it's enjoyed by over 300,000 people every week in the UK, in Australia, in New Zealand, around the world, and increasingly in the USA. And the idea is, it's not a race. Basically, you go out and you do your 5 kilometers at 9 o'clock, and it's timed. And the idea is you actually beat your time. But I love Park Run because Park Run's changed my life. It's basically got me out and about every week. I train for Park Run, so I'm ready for the Saturday. So I do 3 5Ks a week. But Park Run, which is on this card here, okay, you might wonder why Park Run is on the card here as one of the brands. Apple you can take, you know who Apple are, but Park Run, basically, that's on there. And the thing is, what happened here is that I love Park Run, but Park Run survives because of volunteers, people volunteering every week. This weekend, Angelica is volunteering and I'm volunteering too. But not everybody volunteers. And what I want to do is encourage people to volunteer because it's got health and safety. There've got to be so many people marshalling every single event. Now, as I said, 300,000 people take part in the event, but you don't have as many marshals. Yeah, and you get sort of, during the course of this week, they've been asking for marshals of the park run, individual park runs, and eventually they get enough, but it is a struggle every week. So I went on Threads and I posted, did you, when was the last time you volunteered? Okay, and people started commenting. It's the most successful post I've had on there. And the first person to comment was Paul. Now, Paul is the founder of Park Run. 20 years ago, 13 people ran around Bushy Park in London. Now, around the globe, over 300,000 people a week run. That's a brand success. Park Run has grown and become a charity. And it's just such a worthwhile cause because it's about health. Yeah, so Park Run equals health, good health. And basically everybody's trying to encourage everybody else to take part. This is a brand at work. Park Run is a global brand. It started as a London brand, then it became an Essex brand, then it worked its way up through England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales, and then it hopped over to Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Holland, around the world, a global brand. Park Run, 300,000 people every week getting exercise on a Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. So Park Run is one of my favorite brands, and for the reason that it's the motivation that I have to keep fit. And the thing that they're going to do in 2025, first of all, and this is the magic of it. Park Run takes place in parks around the UK. Let's just stay there for the moment. And it's a 5-kilometer course, and they're all different. Some are on tarmac, some go through the woods, some have climbs. Yeah, every course is different. So the first marketing exercise of Park Run was just building the brand, as brands do. But then, and we're going to come on to this now, the greatest way of actually promoting a brand is to get people so involved that they want to do something about it. All the Park Run courses in the UK are different, and I want to know what the Park Run courses are in Birmingham are like, yeah, which is 100 miles away from me. I want to be, if I could run them virtually, I would. So I know the course, I know the ups and downs, I know where the bathroom is, I know everything about the course. On YouTube, park runners using either the good old mobile phone or the GoPro actually film themselves arriving at the course, running the course, and afterwards. And there are a growing number of videos park run videos about the particular courses. And if I want to know about a course in Birmingham, I can just go to Google, go to YouTube and go Birmingham Park Run, and I'll get a list of the ones that have actually been recorded. And I can watch the video and then I know more about it. But that's not being done by Park Run. This is user generated content because people want people, given the chance, people want to help people. And that's what Park Run does. And that's what Park Run signifies. People helping people. Okay, and that's why they appear as a brand in the list which is there, because Park Run is a brand doing everything on its own, but getting user-generated content involved. And over the course of the next year, 2025, there'll be more new courses, more videos about the new courses, more people involved, more money going to charity, because Park Run is a charity. And tied in with that is an emotional connection, because people have an emotional connection to Park Run. Every park runner goes to their local park on a Saturday because they enjoy it. Simple as that. If you enjoy your first park run, you'll enjoy the second. If you enjoy the second, you'll enjoy the third. I've now done over 56 park runs, and Gurkha's done even more. And the more you do, the more you enjoy it. Simple as, and you're keeping fit. And once you're not, I love the fact that I can go to the park at 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and I can see athletes. There are people who can run 3 miles, and these are amateur athletes, can run 3 miles in 17 minutes. That's 5 minutes, 40 seconds a mile. Running a mile, you can watch these people. You can watch their technique. You can cheer them on. And at the other end of the scale, you've got people who walk the 5 kilometers in an hour. So you've got 17 minutes over here. You've got an hour over there. Yeah? Now, how do you know how fast you're going? That's when you come to the Garmin bit of this. Basically, Garmin and Fitbit designed to actually measure what you're doing. And they will tell you how fast you went, what your heart rate was. They totally monitor your health. So Garmin in 2025 will introduce new models and will improve the software in existing ones. And what we're looking for in brands in 2025 is continual and never-ending improvement. Yeah, that's the key to success in 2025. That's what brands are going to do. They're going to improve the kit that we actually use on a regular basis. And that creates an emotional connection. So we have an emotional connection with Park Run. I've got an emotional connection to my headphones because they are so brilliant. Become emotionally involved with brands, and that's what brands are after. That's why we get all the Christmas adverts. They want to tug at the heartstrings. They want us to be involved. Okay, now another thing which is increasingly important is privacy. We don't hear when things go right, but we do hear when things go wrong, when there's a data breach on a website. What brands are going to be more and more careful of in 2025 is hackers. And they're going to, if we hear that somebody's been hacked, we walk the other way. Yeah. Our data is ours. We loan it to other people. They have to take great care of it. So in 2025, data privacy is going to become increasingly important to us. Yeah, we don't want people borrowing our data, not the ones who shouldn't anyway. So data privacy. And right, so that's basically the brand loyalty trends to watch for in 2025. Gamification, instant rewards, remember Lidl's. Sustainability and social responsibility. Lidl's again, because they buy from British farmers. Morrison's buy from British farmers. Integrated across all channels. Experiential loyalty. They want to draw us in. They want us to get us involved. Park Run do that. Apple do that. They get us to, get us involved, get us emotionally connected to the brand. Right, in terms of live broadcasting, this is by way of a bonus on today's broadcast. In live broadcasting, we're going to see an increase in the use of AI. Yeah, I'll put my glasses on so I can get closer and read at the same time as you do. So we're going to see an increase in the use of AI. It's beginning. We're getting AI helping us with scripts for shows. We're getting AI. Well, I've put my hands up here. I use, for my research for these broadcasts, I use ChatGPT and Gemini from Google. Those help me a great deal. Angelica uses ChatGPT as well. And I've been moving my hands about so much that my camera is moving too. Okay. So we're going to see increasing use of AI, but this is the thing. AI is not controlling us. We control AI. We use it whenever we want. I would never use AI to script a full broadcast. This broadcast is me, but I can use AI to give me pointers as to what to talk about. Yeah, I do. I'm going to say it, I do. Okay. Now, what we also can look forward to in 2025 is an immersive experience which involves us. We are on the outside at the moment. We will be increasingly brought onto the inside. One Stream Live have just increased the number of people I can have in my studio up to 16. So getting viewers involved is going to become increasingly important, both from the text point of view, the messaging point of view, and also from having people on screen. Okay, right. And we talked earlier about the UGC, user-generated content. It baffled me for a while, did that acronym, but UGC, user-generated content. We talked about it with Parkrun, and in terms of Parkrun, filming the courses on a Saturday morning is great for everybody who's a park runner. Okay, and in case I didn't mention it, 300,000 people take part in the park run every week. We're going to have user-generated. If you go onto Amazon and you go looking for a particular product, if you're looking for headphones and you go to Amazon, you will be taken to the page for these, the Aftershokz Aeropex. On that page, you will see photographs of the product. You will see reviews by, it's this user-generated content. You see reviews by people. You'll see video reviews by people. We're getting user-generated content. I use this. I can create a video about it. And that's going to increase in the year ahead. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction here. There's going to be more user-generated content praising brands than there's ever been. Right, okay, and this is my personal thing. The use of live video in selling is increasing exponentially. When you think of the people who are playing in the game, Amazon, Walmart, eBay, are all in the live video arena marketing. That's gonna take off in 2025. I'm going to say now, if you think that you'd like to be sat where I am now, do get in touch, because I can give you pointers as to how you can go live on Amazon and Walmart and enjoy the experience and make money in 2025. Live video is the best way to get your message across, to get people involved, and it's also the best place for you to tell stories. Okay, back to here again. Okay, so and we've talked about we've been talking about user-generated content all through this broadcast. Brands are making increasing use of it, and it's where the future lies. in that we start talking about brands, enthusing about brands, we start being advocates for brands. That's going to grow in 2025. And if you want a market to go for in 2025, it's training people to generate their own content by streaming on OneStream Live. 2025 is going to be a year of video. Things have grown. Well, first of all, first important thing, things are stable. Yeah, we can go live whenever we like, and it will work, and everything will be near perfect. Live video is never going to be perfect, but it can be near perfect. And OneStream Live is as near to perfect as I've seen. Now is the time to get involved. And I'm looking forward to 2025. So many things are going to happen. So many things that we haven't even thought of are going to happen in 2025. And you have two choices. Okay, well, at least two choices. One is just to watch and marvel at the brand producing their own content. The other side is to actually get involved, to go and film a park run in the UK. Get involved. I mean, I'm just about to, because I told you 700 places in the UK we can go running, 700 places for people to visit and film. I'm just about to put together a OneStream Live channel, which will have park runs on it, broadcasting 24/7, using the 24/7 facility of OneStream Live. I just need to talk to those park runs between. I'm organising in December. Hope to go live beginning of January. So there will be a Stevens OneStream Live park run channel running 24/7 with all the different courses throughout the UK, and that's promoting two brands at once. One is park run, one is OneStream. Now is the time that we can get involved in promoting brands. One of the brands that I will be promoting is one that I've been using for 3 months now, and it's called Notion. I'm going to stop moving my hand because no, it's okay. It's called Notion.so, and this is just a trailer because it has changed the way that I prepare for broadcasts. I'll tell you more about it later, but for now, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. I'm live again next week, 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK. Goodbye for now. Thank you, OneStream Live. That was flawless. Thank you.